Y'all, I want to bring to your attention some bizarre political warfare that's playing out in the Montana Senate race. What I'm about to explain to you, I believe, is the Democrats' plan to keep the Senate even if Trump wins the White House. My hope is that by giving this sunlight, people will get wise to what's going on here. I noticed this by chance, this post right here by short seller Mark Cohodes. In this post, he's calling for an investigation into Tim Sheehy and his company, Bridger Aerospace. You see, Mark typically is taken very seriously as a short seller. He has a long history of short selling on the stock market, and a lot of people listen to him when he's short selling. So naturally, I wondered why Mark was attacking this company, Bridger Aerospace, so hard. If you're wondering what Bridger Aerospace does, it's this. They put fires out. Seems like an odd company to be attacking. Bridger Aerospace is also one of the only public companies in Montana. But you see, that's not the problem with Bridger Aerospace. No, it seems the real problem is this guy, Tim Sheehy. He's running for Senate in Montana against Jon Tester, a Democrat. You may not have known a Democrat represents Montana in the United States Senate, but somehow that actually happened. But Tim is running against him, and right now he is leading in the polls. So the Democrats are desperate to keep Tester in that seat so they can maintain control in the Senate. Now keep in mind here, the guy they're attacking is not just a Republican Senate candidate. This man was a Navy SEAL with a Purple Heart. He is the type of guy we should be rewarding in this country for their service, but instead the Democrats are going after him full force. I guess they couldn't find anything on him personally, so instead, we're seeing what we're about to explain, an attack on a public company that employs a ton of veterans and people in Montana. So before Tim ran for the Senate, Bridger Aerospace received really nothing but positive press. But then Tim decided to run for a Senate seat that will likely decide whether the Democrats or Republicans get control of the United States Senate after this coming election. That's when you started to see stories like this. So like many of us are used to now in politics, we see somebody not get attacked before they run for office, and they're seen as nothing but successful, a war hero, and everybody likes the guy. Then he runs for office, and now suddenly the company needs to be investigated. So there's this letter that has been sent out to the federal government asking them to investigate Tim's company, a company that by financial metrics is doing better now than it was in the past. You might be wondering who wrote this letter and signed it. Well, that would be these people, and the list is filled with Democrat donors, like this one, and this one, and this one, and this one, and this one, who's my personal favorite, and I had to point out, is a sex shop owner. Yes. So yeah, the dildo guy is asking the federal government to investigate the war heroes company, Bridger Aerospace. I'm sure that makes sense to everybody. As a result of all the bad press driven by stories that Democrats have put out there, now some mysterious person is shorting the stock of Bridger Aerospace, which means that Tim, as someone who has an interest in Bridger Aerospace having a higher stock price, may have less money now to put into the Montana Senate race. I wonder who that benefits. The Democrats. And remember that short seller's post that we started this all with? Well, it turns out he's such good friends with Elizabeth Warren that there's literally articles about it. By the way, that letter those donors sent, well, it implicated a county in Montana. That county has come out saying that the letter was politically motivated. And not only that, but we're talking about a company that is on track to double profitability this year. So doubling profitability, but stock price is going down. Is this making sense to everyone? Because it's making sense to me. It seems that the stock price going down has a lot more to do with the fact that this man is running for United States Senate and the Democrats couldn't find anything personally to attack him with, so instead they're perfectly fine with trying to destroy a business started by veterans that employs veterans and saves lives with their business. That shouldn't rage everybody. There's some things that should maybe not be used as a cudgel to try to beat your political enemies with. Like, I don't know, businesses that save people from wildfires. But that's the reality we live in, and people deserve to know it, that the Democrats are that desperate that they are willing to try to tear down a company like this. And it should be disgusting to you. But that is the truth. Democrats are willing to do anything, tear anything down for power, and it is disgusting. So I have one ask for you. I want you guys all to support Tim Sheehy. Show your support online by sharing this video so that people in Montana understand what the Democrats are willing to do for power, because there is no way that Jon Tester should be in that Senate seat come this election. People like this willing to destroy veteran businesses for power belong nowhere near power. And that's the truth.